Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TCG Talk, back today with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to kind of have some fun and just talk about some of the heroes that I think that you should be playing going into the Uprising set, right? This is mainly for anybody that maybe you're a mainstay player right now and you're trying to figure out maybe a new hero to play that you think is going to be good for the cards, or maybe you're a new player and you're trying to figure out, what with the new set coming, up in just a month now, what is like the best thing I should be investing my money into? Because the thing I hear from a lot of new players is like they want to, they only have the money to invest in one hero, whether that's a couple $100, whether it's $100, whether it's $50, whether that's just enough for to make one deck, even a budget deck. Like they don't want to waste their time and invest in a certain class if it's not going to be supported. So this is me not necessarily saying what top 5 heroes I think are going to be like the best in the meta. It's more of, if you're investing your money and you're new to the game or you're trying to switch classes, I think these are 5 heroes that you should invest money into based off their classes and talents and things that are coming up. So going into it, the first one is definitely Icelander. Now, Icelander is currently only a Blitz hero, but her classic constructed version is coming out in Uprising. As you can see here, this is her adult version. I definitely say, especially if you're new to the game and you're getting into Blitz, because Blitz is the easier format to get into, definitely pick up, some ice and some wizard cards and some Icelander cards. Look at some of the decks, kind of deck lists and stuff like that. See what you want to pick up, or just pick up some Everfest cards in general. I think Icelander is going to be really good in the next set, just in general from a competitive standpoint. And I also think that she's going to be really fun to play, and she's going to have a pretty nice card pool because she already has access to normal wizard cards. She has access to ice and elemental cards, and all 3 versions of those cards are going to be coming in the next set. So definitely an easy first one to pick up. I just think she's going to be really good. She has some of the reveal cards, which I did a video on a little while back. You can go check that out, talking about some of the new cards that she's going to have available. And overall, just a really fun hero. If you like, I would say, a more kind of like mid-rangey to control-y play style, try to influence your opponent's turn, it'll be a really good hero to play, but she also can burn them down and be really aggressive as well. And I think her CC version is going to be really competitive. So that's definitely the first one for me. The second one is Katsu. Fi is coming out, the new ninja hero, and obviously with that, Katsu is going to get new cards that he can play with. Now, whether or not those cards do well with Katsu's hero ability, we don't know yet. But regardless, he's going to get a way higher card pool, pretty significant. He's going to get new cards to use, new cards to play with. And the ninja class, honestly, is one of, if you're a new player watching this, the ninja class, in my opinion, I haven't ran all the hard numbers. This is just for my thought process. The ninja class is one of the cheaper classes to get into because, you take Runeblade, for example. Runeblade, if you want to have the normal, like let's just say a chain, right? A chain deck, and you want to have all his, kitted out armor. He has Carrion Husk, which is like $100 and some, and then he has Grasp the Arknight, which is like 120, 130, and then you have Arknight Skullcap, which is like 100. And then if you use Spellbound Creepers and not Snapdragon Scalers, that's another $100 and some. So just as equipment alone is $500 you're dropping pretty easily, right? And then his cards can get expensive and stuff like that. Katsu, to be completely honest, you have Mask of Momentum, which is about $115, and you don't even have to, you technically don't have to run that, but if you want to run a competitive level, that's the only expensive kind of thing he has. Tunic, you can run Tunic, but some aggro Katsu lists run Heart and Cross Trap, so it's really not even super expensive. You can run Katsu proficiently without having all the bells and whistles, and he's pretty cheap to buy into, even if you don't want all the expensive, nice legendary equipment. A lot of his base level cards are commons that are worth a couple cents to a couple of dollars, and they're super simple and easy. So that definitely one of the heroes I think you should get into. He's really fun hero to play, really good hero for entry level people. If you like aggro play style, if you like kind of fast, impose your will on the opponent type play style, then he's really good for that. Highly suggest getting into him. Ninja already has a really large card pool, and he's going to get even larger in the next set. So definitely look at Katsu. The next one is Lexi. Now, for me, I think Ice Lexi obviously is going to get the most love with all the ice cards that are coming in the next set. But overall, I think Lexi is going to be a good hero to buy into. Again, with all the ice cards coming out, there'll probably be a few Ranger cards maybe. I think she's going to be really powerful in the next meta, just in general. She plays really well into a lot of the aggro decks. She plays decently well in a Prism once you get a hold of the hero and how she plays. And then these new ice cards are just going to make her that much more disruptive. There's certain ice cards that have already been revealed that freeze an arsenal and don't let the opponent use their arsenal next turn, which is going to be really good against aggro decks. Like imagine playing a Briar as Lexi and you freeze that Briar's arsenal and they can't even use their arsenal card for the next turn. It's going to be really good for that. So, and you couple that with like cards like Seek and Destroy, where now they can't move their arsenal and they also can't play their art, and then their arsenal is going to get destroyed at the end of the turn, right? So, she's going to have a lot of, cool, unique tools. Ranger is, in my opinion, one of the most fun classes to play. It can get a little expensive if you get all the nice bells and whistles equipment, but overall, you can still play Ranger with common equipment and it still is effective, really good. Definitely suggest, especially the Ice Lexi build. You can do Lightning Lexi, it's totally fine, or just like a hybrid Lexi. But I definitely suggest playing her with all the ice cards coming in the new set, and just kind of how she plays into the meta. I think you'll enjoy her a lot if you play this hero. Number 4 is Oldheim. Oldheim's going to continue to be good. He's a menace in Blitz. We'll see if he even lasts a whole lot longer in Blitz because of Living Legend, but he will be around CC for a little bit. So I think that he's really good. Obviously, with all the ice cards coming in the set, it's just going to make that control style Oldheim really good. It's a really big threat to a lot of the aggro decks. It doesn't do amazing in a Prism, but Prism's not going to like all the aggro decks either. So it's going to kind of be this triangle of good decks. I do think Oldheim's going to have a place. And again, with all the ice cards coming in and with him having even more disruption, along with him ability to just tank a lot of damage, I think he's really good. If you like a deck that's just, I'm going to make you try to beat me because I'm going to block everything you can throw at me, and I'm going to have to make you punch through my armor type. If you're a warrior class if you're like a staunch warrior class in most RPG games, and you'll probably like Oldheim. He definitely plays like similar to that, where he has a suit of armor that you have to punch through and he can hit you really hard with certain attacks. So definitely look at Oldheim for playing that. And then the last one is Prism. Obviously with the new Illusionist hero coming in, Prism is someone you can definitely buy into. Now, similar to Katsu with Fi, I don't know how Dromai is her name, I think. I don't know how her card types are going to play into Prism. It's a little bit trickier with Prism because Prism is a light illusionist, right? So she probably won't have access to a lot of light cards, obviously, but she will have access to like generic illusionist cards. And the generic illusionist cards that you use in Prism will be able to be used again with Dromai, because she won't be able to use light. The new illusionist here won't be able to use light illusionist cards, but she'll be able to use illusionist cards. So Prism's really fun. Very much like, takes a big brain to play. You have to, a lot of cards that don't block. You have a lot of different play lines in every single one of your hands. If you like a hero that kind of has a really cool aesthetic, really specific aesthetic, and it's kind of, I would say, a mid-rangey hero. It can go aggro, but more mid-rangey hero that kind of just has a really unique play style that you're not used to seeing, I definitely would go with Prism. I think she'll be really good, and I think that if there's even decent generic illusionist cards, not generic illusionists, but illusionist cards that don't have a talent tied to them, you'll be able to use them both with Prism and then the old Prism illusionist cards with the new illusionist. So looking back on it, definitely go for Icelander. I think Icelander is the number one choice in my opinion to buy into. And then your second choice in my opinion would be Katsu. And then the next 3 are Lexi, Oldheim, and Prism. I definitely think all 5 of these heroes are very good. If you're a new player, if you're an existing player, and you really just want to make the most for your money, these are the 5 heroes that I would go into. But overall, it's going to be really cool to see, what other cards. I know they've leaked some other cards, Brute cards specifically, a couple ones I've seen. People have been showing generic promos and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens when the official reveals come out. It'll be really cool to see those cards. And be able to, enjoy the set. I think it's going to be a really cool set from an aesthetic standpoint. And we'll just have to see, what cards it brings us and how it shapes the meta. But the game's really fun right now. Everybody's just kind of enjoying it off the back of the PT. And ProQuest isn't quite as crazy as it was in ProQuest Season 1. People are just kind of enjoying the game until Uprising comes out. But if you like this, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. If not, you can go to another Flesh and Blood creator, leave a like, comment, subscribe on their stuff so we can get more people seeing this game. And yeah, let me know what content you are looking most forward to in Uprising, what you guys want me to do, so I can get ready for it. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And I'll see y'all next time on TCG Talk. Thank y'all so much.